In this video, I want to share with you how to get and use the Microsoft PowerPoint Office 365 for free. So usually when you have the Microsoft Office on the desktop 365 version, that's when you have to pay. But if it is online, it's free for everyone. As far as you have a Microsoft account, you can use it free of charge. So for today, all you need to do is to start by coming to office.com, and you can see the sign in over here and get Office. So sign up for free version of Office once you are going to use it on the web. So you can sign up if you don't have a Microsoft account. But if you have a Microsoft account, or you have any account with Live or Outlook, you can easily come over here and sign in to register. Okay, if you don't have, just create one, follow the process, sign up for a free Office account, and you can sign in. And let's meet at the other side, because I have just gotten mine, and I will sign in with it so we can see what we can do in terms of Microsoft PowerPoint. So here we are on my platform. I've just logged in. Okay, so you can come all the way. You can see the different kind of products that you can have access to once you log in using the web version of the Microsoft Office 365. So to come up to the PowerPoint over here, which is our main target for today, you can have a bunch of options to start with. You can have series of templates. You can check out more templates, and you can see a lot of them over here, and you can choose anyone to start your content, to start writing your content from it. Okay, so you can use this droplet, for example, because I think it kind of looks cool because of the water nature of it. Okay, you can see the droplets of water. So you can click to add title, you can click to add subtitle. So for example, let's say presentation mastery, and let's say by Dr. Rashid. Okay, so this is just a simple slide. If you like, you can duplicate this slide by just right clicking and say duplicate slide, or you do Control D and you can duplicate slide, or you can right click and bring a new slide. Just say right click and bring a new slide, just like the way you do on the normal desktop version of PowerPoint. And you can see also you can come over from the top here, you can bring in different slide. Okay, you can insert different slide using different kind of arrangement or different kind of version. You can see depending on what kind of message you want to send to your audience. So here we are at the home tab, and you have a bunch of things that you can play around with. You can play around with different kinds. You can hide a slide, you can check the layout also from here. You can search different kind of sample presentations. You can search from among your presentations and bring in any kind of slide that you want from there. And you have the option to play around with the text features. Okay, you can play around with the text, you can select it, you can change the different kind of styles. Okay, you can play around with different kind of font styles, and you can have different kind of font sizes. You can increase or decrease accordingly. You can increase or decrease the font sizes. You can bold, you can italize, you can do quite so much here. So over here you have the alignment ratio, alignment controls. You can align left, align center, and even justify directly. You have the other features like changing of color. You can change the color of the text box, or you can change the color of the background. To change the color of the background of the slide, you can just right click and you can come to designer, and you can see different kind of designs that you can actually choose from. Okay, you can see a bunch of them. You can click to see more in cases if you are not so comfortable with this. So based on what you have, based on the message you are going to send, the designer is going to select, or is going to make a default slide for you, so you can choose from. I think this one kind of looks cool, even though it's black. So to just take effect and you can see it, or you're free to change to anyone. You can change to this one, presentation mastery by Dr. Rashid, and you have the option at the insert menu. You could do quite so much. You can create new slides, you can reuse slides, you can bring in tables, just like we've explained. You can bring in pictures. For example, you have a picture. Maybe you want to bring in a picture, you can select all these and use Control A and maybe delete all this, and you can bring in your picture. You can insert a table, or you can bring in a picture from this device, or from OneDrive, or from stock images. You can check it from stock images. Okay, you have a bunch of them, so you feel free to check. So you can check according to your message, and you just choose one and paste it, and we bring it in. So for example, this one, I like this, and we can just say insert, and you can just resize it accordingly. Okay, you have it. You can bring in some text box, you can insert some text box, you can bring in some text box. Let's say you can bring in this, and you can say, and you can do Control A to select the text, and you come back to the home tab and you can play it with the, let's say we make it this bold, and you can increase the sizing as well. You can make it fit, and you can easily drag and drop over here. So you can say together we can. Okay, this is what it signifies, and I think it kind of looks cool. You can do all sort of insert. You can insert even word art from here. You can maybe create a new slide, and you can insert word art. For example, you can insert word art with different kind of features. So you can see the word art we've just inserted. The smart art, you can decide to put in text messages over here. You can just select and you can put in the text message accordingly. So for example, you can have step 1, you can rename it to be step 1, step 3, and many more. Okay, so you can put in step 4, and you can put step 5, and you can just delete these ones. For example, we don't need this, and maybe we don't need this as well. Okay, so you can see a preview of it. You can see step 1 to 5, and easily you can bring in this. So you can bring in so much more: header and footer, comments. You can bring in text message, symbols. You can insert symbols. Over here you have the draw options. You can use pencils. You have different kind of coloration as well as the thickness you can play around with. So once you select it, you can easily come over here and write with it, and you can have the marker also. You can have pen also to write with, and you can use the eraser to clean up. Okay, you have a bunch of designs that you can check around with. You can check the slide size. Right now is the widescreen. You can change it to standard, or you can customize to your liking. You can check the background and change the feel. Okay, you can change the feel if you want. You can change the background and change feel. Okay, you can change it to this feel. Okay, I think kind of looks cool, so you're free to check it around and play around with it. You can check the designer also. We've shown how to use it. You have a bunch of transitions that you can put when you come to move from one slide to another. So for example, you are moving from this slide, let's put to this drop in, and moving to this slide, let's say push, and let's say to this slide we can have wind, and let's say to this slide we can have this switch. Okay, so let's try to play the slideshow and see what it looks like. So just the transition part. So you can see the starting once you have the text. So let's see the next transition. Okay, this is it. So let's see the next transition. Okay, you can see the transition, and you can see this one as well. That's the transition. You can check out the options over here as regards the entrance, maybe from left to right or right to left, and you can change the duration and apply to all or to some given slides. Okay, so you can check out animations. Once you select a particular slide, you can see the options. You have different kind of animations. You can fly in, you can do random bars, and you can check out emphasis on different points, and you can have different kind of exit options over here that you can select from. Okay, you have a bunch of slideshows. You have a bunch of slideshows that you can actually, okay, so you can come to slideshow. You can begin from beginning, or you can start from a current slide, or you can present in themes and always use subtitles if you want. Okay, so you have the location of the subtitle, and you have the spoken language or subtitle language in different kind of language. You can see it over here. All right, so you feel free to try it and select accordingly. You can even rehearse with coach to check your body language. Coach settings, you can change the coach settings and target certain kind of things that the coach should pay attention to while you deliver your speech. Okay, you can check out review when you are reviewing a project or a report or a manuscript, and you can check the view, and you have the immersive reader and many other. You can fit to windows. You can, okay, so feel free to try it. Immersive reader is quite fantastic. I use it quite a lot, and it enables you to have a very good view of the Microsoft PowerPoint, and you can have the computer dictate the content of the slide for you. Okay, so feel free to try it and explore it. So you can have the immersive reader read the different kind of steps for you. So for example, we have step 1 to 5, and we want the immersive reader to read it for the computer to read for us.
Step 1, step 2, step 3.
Okay, so you can change the font size, text preferences. Right now the size is quite big. You can reduce it, accordingly or increase it accordingly. Okay, you can change the font type and you can increase the spacing if you want. You can change the themes. Right now is a normal white theme. You can change the theme and you can change the show source formatting, and you can come over here and change and show grammar options. You can enable to see noun, verbs, adjectives and adverbs. You can change the view to from a single line to maybe 3 lines of text when reading, or to complete 5 lines of text when reading from the computer. Okay, you can select language to translate. You can easily translate this content. So this is one of the key features or beauty of immersive reader. You can enable it and you can just have an experience of it. Okay, so one of the key features of this also is that you can share and collaborate with others while you present, and you can bring in, as after you finish your editing, you can save your content as a PDF, as a copy of PowerPoint within your document, and you can export it as a PDF or as an ODP or as images into your content. So ladies and gentlemen, feel free to try this for your content, and you can easily rename it from here. Maybe you can name it demo 2 or 3, for example, .ppt. all right, and once you hit enter, it takes in that as a name of the content. So feel free to try it, explore it, and try to see what you can do as regards your presentation depending on the topic of your content. Just feel free to start using it. It's free of charge, and you can always save the content on your desktop and open it in Microsoft PowerPoint. If you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen, remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification buttons to stay connected to this channel for more of our very useful videos. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.